As a marketer in the construction industry, I have been thinking about this quote from Alex Hormozi a lot. Success is hard because it requires consistency, not complexity. As boring as it is, you just have to keep doing it before you get anything back. I feel like it hits especially hard in the home building industry, where we have 6 to 18 month sales cycles, and one wrong move can hurt your brand. And at the end of the day, people buy from builders they trust. Everybody needs that trust before they make this like huge life altering financial decision. The problem is that a lot of the time we see this viral post or a big sale or an award winning project, but what we don't see is the 300 regular social posts or the 50 blog posts or the 10 ad revisions that happen before the breakthrough. Success is built on invisible, regular work, not occasional massive breakthroughs. And this is super hard in our industry. Marketing feels like wasted time when leads take months to convert. You're stuck in this boring phase where most people quit. You can post, blog, iterate, and still nothing. It takes so long to see that ROI. And on top of this, it's literally scientifically proven that this consistency just feels boring. There's actual research about how our brains are wired to chase excitement and not do the same boring work day in and day out. I follow this neuroscientist, Dr. Andrew Huberman. He's got a great podcast, and in one of the episodes, he was saying that most people quit when things start to feel monotonous. And it's actually not because we're failing, it's actually because the brain starts craving novelty and like just assuming that monotony equals a lack of progress. But actually this like repeated exposure during these boring phases strengthens action-oriented neurological pathways and like literally reshapes the architecture of your brain. So on top of just being a more capable human, regular marketing is more important for builders than most other businesses. Our sales cycles are super long, like 6 to 18 months of nurturing leads. And also, trust is everything. One wrong move can hurt your brand for years, and these are high stakes decisions. Families are making their biggest commitment sometimes ever that they make together. And lastly, it's a relationship business. People buy from builders they trust over a long period of time and not just some builder they stumbled across last month or a few days ago. So boring redundancy is kind of important because your consistency also has this compounding effect. Maybe 6 months in, you might hear people talk about following your work or something. Then a year later, when they need a builder, you're already top of mind. And then also, like when you stay on top of their social feed, your past clients can become one of your biggest referral sources. So just marketing consistency is super important on so many levels. So I'd like to make this actionable so you have something to take away from this video. It really varies depending on your team size, but here are just some general ideas to maybe get you thinking, get your gear turning on ways that you can create and start to maintain some marketing momentum. You could just write down a social media idea or brainstorm content ideas every day. You can just like on your drive home or something, just brainstorm with ChatGPT. And then at the end of the week, have ChatGPT output a document of all your favorite social media ideas and just send that to your marketing team to implement or give you feedback on. You can also dump your sales and marketing spreadsheets into Google Gemini and ask it questions, which is Google's AI. You can work on just one piece of your email welcome series that people get when they first subscribe to you, or just Google other builders in your area and see what comes up. I Google builders all the time, and I feel like I'm constantly learning things, discovering new people to work with, discovering, better website builders. There's so much that you can learn from just looking at what other builders in the market are doing and how you could adapt it. Another thing is you could pick your strongest marketing channel and then audit like one little part of it every week, or check with your marketing team about it every week. Also, set up a sales meeting with a vendor who just focuses primarily on that channel. They're usually super open about what they would do better because, that's how they win your business. So, none of these ideas are anything crazy or complex. It's just regular, consistent, incremental growth. So that's all for now. I hope that you enjoyed this video or it got you thinking about a way you can grow your business. And thank you for watching all the way to the end.